Okay. This just needs to be said. As you all know, I made this a special tier list, in parentheses, in my opinion. And, this guy, we had a little conversation in the comments. His initial thing is, if you don't have Reef as the weakest, you're probably not a particularly good player, especially since you unironically think Zip is the worst. That's just a skill. I was looking at this as objectively as possible. But that skill issue with the Zip is also a thing for the Reef slider. You need to know when to use it, how to use it, if you should use it to engage, if you should use it to disengage. That is simplicity in itself. Okay? But objectively, the Zipcaster doesn't do anything. Anything. Its paint output is abysmal. Like, just the special. Its paint output is abysmal. It does no damage, even with a direct. And it has no invincibility. Meaning that even as you're zipping across the sky, you can still get shot down. And their thing is, oh, well, let's go to the end. Just have that on screen. This is my overall tier list. To some people, that's really, really bad. To some others, that makes sense. Tenta missiles is literally just for displacement. That is all it is, because it's very easy to avoid. Zipcaster's maneuverability. That's it. That's all it has. You can get into positions and maybe kill a couple of people, but you get recalled to where you first used it. If they got rid of that, that would probably be S tier. Like, not S tier, X tier. Like, top tier, one of the best. Of the best. Because its whole thing is about positioning, but it ends up not mattering because you get recalled to where you use it. So unless you use it in the enemy base and nobody sees it, you can do stuff in the enemy base, get recalled to that previous position, and continue doing stuff in the enemy base. It's overall not that useful, and not that great. And it has the same painting problem as the Trizuka. It doesn't paint where you've been, where you go, and where you land. It only paints where you land, and even that's not that great. It's a much smaller explosion than the Trizuka, the Triple Ink Strike, the Inkjet, Booyah Bomb, especially that one, and the secondary fire, the Crab Tank. It doesn't paint well. It doesn't give you any advantages other than revealing where you are. Because it's very loud. You can hear it from a good distance away. It's pretty loud. So, just wanted to clarify that. With the Reef Slider, you can manually detonate it at any point in that line. Meaning that you can detonate it immediately. So it's a good get off of me weapon. As a matter of fact, it's the best one at doing that. I do think that there are some downsides, but overall it's a really, really good special. Even if the weapon is terrible, the special can still put in the work. So, yeah, I don't know why they specifically wanted to, get on my back about Reef Slider. I'm not upset. But their only excuse was, it's a skill issue, get good, scrub. I'm not denying that it requires a lot of skill to get the full benefit of it. But, and the major one, it's not the only issue with it. My family's having a gathering, so yeah, it's just overall not useful. If you can make it work, you can make it work. Good on you. But you shouldn't just start dissing someone because they don't agree with you. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can tell that a lot of what people consider the best stuff is low tier for me.
That's that bathroom. You still gotta check with that scarf.
Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Nothing changed.